So, hallo, herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Und wenn wir uns hier so umsehen, was soll man sagen? Wir haben hier wohl eine Art, ein Tatort. Ich habe das Wort gerade gesucht. Das englische Wort war Crime Scene, das mir die ganze Zeit in den Sinn kam. Aber wir haben einen Tatort gefunden, der wohl schon älter ist. Wir können eine ganze Menge ansehen. Und selbst hier haben dieses Ding dahinter. Eye for an Eye. Sehr alttestamentarisch hier. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? Noise. Yeah. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. It seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no, it's totally useless no matter what. So, ansonsten, wir können hier die... Also da geht's wohl wieder raus. Oh, Blut. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry. And the color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume that these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Ach, Blut verteilt sich immer so gewaltig. Also wenn ihr mal so einen Teelöffel Blut zum Beispiel habt und den einfach auf den Boden fallen lässt, das sieht aus, als hättet ihr da eine Kuh geschlachtet. Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. Ja. Ach, das können wir uns noch ansehen. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Ja, es ist heftig, was man hier so sieht. Wir sehen natürlich auch hier wieder die Metallplatten. Sowas, Blut, überall diese Kratzer, als wäre hier irgendjemand mit einem Schwert oder sowas durchgerannt. Blutige Handabdrücke an der Wand, ebenfalls. Das sieht alles sehr, sehr übel aus. Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? Es wurde ja schon mal was erwähnt. Ein sogenannter Incident, also ein Ereignis, das dafür gesorgt hat, dass die Schule quasi mehr oder weniger schließen musste. Vielleicht hat das damit was zu tun. It's locked. I came all this way just to be denied here. The sign on the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. That kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Also mich würde ein Biologielabor sehr interessieren. Ich meine, ich bin Biologe, ich mag das. Ich mag Biologie. Okay, wir haben hier noch ein Dojo und wohl ein Gewächshaus. So sieht es zumindest aus auf der Karte. Erstmal Dojo. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mikro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. Was haben wir denn hier? A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Ja, das sieht tatsächlich sehr japanisch aus. Da oben ist wieder das, aber das ignorieren wir mal. Was haben wir hier noch? There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Ich finde auf jeden Fall eine ganze Menge Münzen, aber das liegt unter anderem daran, dass wir diese Celeste-Fähigkeit haben. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here. And it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kinda out of place? The target seems pretty far away, gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Ja, es kommt darauf an, wie gut man treffen kann und vor allem, ob es traditionell ist oder eben nicht. Das hatten wir uns ja angesehen, oder trieb sie doch was anderes. Das ist nur Total Cherry, der Full Bloom. Quite elegant, ja, da sagt sie das Gleiche. Dann haben wir hier alles gesehen. Dann fehlt nur noch ein einziger Raum. Steht hier noch wer auf dem Flur? Nö. Wen haben wir denn da? At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well?
I'm serious. Der Kerl ist so durch. Ja, sonst noch irgendwas zu sagen?
Hey.
Don't you believe me, Makoto? It's there, just beneath the surface, between their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. When they decide they can't leave Earth to us any longer.
The end is nigh!
Ja, das hatten wir doch schon.
Well?
Der Kerl ist so durch. Warte mal denn hier. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Bisschen wenig Platz für die Tiere. Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. It's a chicken. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure? Kann man die alle ansehen? It's a chicken. It's not gonna, like, lay a bomb, is it? It's a chicken. It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? It's a chicken. It's real life, right? There's no mistake. It's a chicken. It doesn't have, like, a second form, right? Separate from the chicken coop, yep. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? There's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Der Kerl kann Mathe? Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right!
It's a number of power, a refreshing number and power with hand squeezed in all natural lemonade. Never lets me get a word in edgewise. Wow, what is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
That's a monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's like my heart's all like whoa, and the plants are all like snap, and your flesh is like blah, I'm dead.
In other words, it's a monstrosity.
It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak had improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually...
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment.
Wow,
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself.
Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Sagte er und fand Münzen. Aber das, was man hier unten sieht, sind eigentlich, glaube ich, Rafflesien. Und das sind wohl welche der übelriechendsten Pflanzen der Welt. Das riecht ungefähr wie ein verrottender Pferdekadaver. Aber das ist alles, hier, diese Pflanzen, die da alle zugehören, das sind alles bestimmte Varianten fleischfressender Pflanzen. Hier diese Kannenform zum Beispiel, da ist es so, dass dann fliegend normalerweise da drauf landen, reinfallen und da unten drin ist halt quasi eine Art Verdauungssaft und die kommen halt nicht mehr raus. Das Ding klappt auch oben zu. Die typischen Venusfliegenfallen kennen wir ja auch, die haben wir auch hier drin. Und Rafflesien funktionieren ähnlich wie zum Beispiel diese Kannenpflanzen hier. Das heißt, eine Fliege, die da reinfliegt, wird halt da drin einfach verdaut. Und kommt nicht mehr raus, weil die festklebt. Ah, das da habe ich noch nicht angeguckt. Ein Schuppen. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Oh, there's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Ja. Zufällig bei einem gewissen Herrn Mondo. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually gonna take care of the lawn? Oh, und das hier können wir uns noch ansehen. Blumentöpfchen. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Sehe ich hier noch irgendwo was? Nö. Ich glaube, dann haben wir uns alles angesehen. Ach nee, Moment, dieses Ding hier vorne geht noch, oder? There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control air conditioning or something?
It's for the sprinklers.
Sprinklers?
Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it even if you wanted to.
So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 AM every morning?
Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway.
Disgusting.
What, do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone.
Ach ja, sonst übersehe ich hier glaube ich nichts weiter, ne? Und dann haben wir alles gesehen. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be don't be a sourpuss. We're gonna think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Beginnen wir mit den harmlosen Sachen.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on all the floors, but not on the 5th floor? Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay, as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliché horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss, a tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though.
Naja, mehr oder weniger. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood, no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much to focus. So focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. Du bist so ein Arschloch, verdammt.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Beginnen wir mal damit. You notice this too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed. And the words crazy diamonds had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before?
Crazy diamonds? Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
it's true.
I don't just think I know, we've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket.
His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right.
But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it?
Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo!
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help.
How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it, I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well?
And we can use those to call for help.
What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know?
You know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet.
I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been.
Hey Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey!
Well, cause you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you.
You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem.
Seriously? You're just gonna take it?
What the heck?
Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this.
A knife?
Whoa, that thing is huge! It's like Rambo size.
Das ist ein Kampfmesser.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. Beziehungsweise so ein Überlebensding. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us?
I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer.
Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous.
So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto?
Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Then that's that.
Hold on.
Don't I gotta say?
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me.
Okay, so here you go, Makoto.
They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Hey, Toko.
Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Sie ist einfach nur völlig irritiert.
Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream.
Ich mache nicht das Gestöhne nach.
I feel strange. That's so strange. Really strange. Oh no.
Oh Gott, da fängt sie an rumzustöhnen. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Da fällt mir ein, Yasuhiro hatte ja noch weitere Sachen gesehen.
You know?
So. Was ist mit der Pflanze? Monokuma said it was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
For serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives on the pipe, though. Yeah, Mario. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. If you don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know?
Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks.
I'm starting to worry about you, Hiro. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again?
Don't worry, you just answered it.
So, er hat noch was gefunden. There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5. 5 chickens.
I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Or barbecue. Decisions. Or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right?
Das ist Hühnchen. Hühnchen kann man nicht roh essen. I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Die ist aber durchgeknallt. So. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific. Far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell concentrated.
Huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it.
But
I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there.
Stop, seriously. I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
in other words,
Precisely, the tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful.
Not just awful, super awfully awful.
They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
yo,
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
no way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger.
So, what is it you want to figure out?
Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right?
Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro. Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us.
Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right?
It does not matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us.
I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So...
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean...
Amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is very suspicious.
You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However...
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Hey.
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear
I
now.
will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key...
She can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation.
And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on, a threat like that?
That's fine.
Fine, I understand. Good, you're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory.
If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. It's the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However...
The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that?
Hey.
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things?
What do you mean?
Perhaps I've said too much.
Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
Goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal? Ich würde sagen, das ist eine Sache, die ergibt sich in der nächsten Folge. Ach ja. Ich bin ein bisschen müde, muss ich zugeben. Ich hoffe, ihr habt trotzdem Spaß. Lasst konstruktive Kritik, vielleicht einen Daumen nach oben da. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder, wenn es wieder das Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Bis dahin. Cheerio.